Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. It's Sunday, May 28th, 2017. It's the day before Memorial Day. Let me just Hey, look, my channel is about having fun and having a great stuff in your pockets and that kind of thing. But let me just say this. Memorial Day in the U.S., a lot of people have given lives. A lot of families have given loved ones over 200 years. Stop all the crap. If it's just for the day. I don't care if you're left, right, red, I don't care. Just let's spend some time thinking about those people who have given their lives. Period. That's not a right or left emotion. That's not anything. That's just pure American emotion. So please do that. All right, let's talk about the pocket dump deconstruction for today. And of course, it's Sunday. It's time to feel good. I have my Heuer Monaco watch, my chronograph. Man, 25 years ago, I saw this thing. They were doing billboards and stuff about this watch. I just couldn't wait to get one. And back then, whenever I got a new client, I got a new watch because I figured the watch would last longer than the clients. I was right. So I really love that Heuer Monaco. Ah, man. You guys know I love weekends. I love long weekends. I just, for more than 30 years, all I was thinking about is work, work, work. Now, in my 50s, all I'm thinking about is play, 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 play. And that's what this cigar represents. My time alone. No social media, no anything. Just this and a couple of sips of whatever I have in there. This is a wonderful Cuban cigar. It's the Partagas Series P number 2. Just a nice smoke. And then, yeah, I'm doing the blue stuff today. Special blue scotch. My Coach, one of my Coach thin wallets. What did I choose today? One of my unicorn coins. There are 4 of these Chinese unicorn coins. I have all 4 of them. This is the 1997 unicorn coin. I really love this. Just, they're fun. I always carry a silver coin, 1-ounce coin in my pocket from around the world as good luck. It's funny. I just do it. Now, I've been doing these pocket dump deconstructions for over a year, and I've talked about it. Yeah. And it's great because I'm talking to you guys, it makes me cycle through. Everyone gets into ruts. I mean, I had one of my biggest, before I sold off a lot of my silver. I still have a lot of silver. But before I sold off all of my silver, and that's where I started with the knives, when silver was $50 an ounce and gold was close to $1,500 an ounce. I just sold off a lot of it, but I kept some of my favorite pieces. I still buy every now and then from the mint or whatever. But I used to just get stuck. I had all this big collection, but because I was always running to work, I just threw it in my pocket. Same with the knives. Now I think about them, and you guys help me do that, and I appreciate it. I get to touch my collection because in the morning, instead of just grabbing something to throw in the pocket that only I'd like, I want to show you guys some different coins. So thank you for that. Giving me time to spend in my collections, including my knife collections. Talking about my knife collection, you guys know I started about 3 months ago a new series called The Knife of the Day. I'm going through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time, going through all 4 of my Pelican cases, my 3 1550s and my 1 1600. They're packed in tight. Right now we're going through all the Spydercos. Go check it out. I just put up another discontinued Spyderco knife, a big, aggressive knife. So go check that out. My Keychain knife, I really like this. I don't know why. I know why I haven't done this earlier. It's one of my newer, it's not a newer knife, but one of my newer purchases, and I just love it. It's a LadyBug, FRN LadyBug, but this is the special British racing green FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon LadyBug. But what really makes it special, not the color of the FRN, but that ZDP-189 steel. Just a real good steel. Of course, just under 2 inches for the blade. And that special ZDP 189. Full flat ground. 0.6 ounces. Just really nice and light. Perfect for my carry and perfect for my keychain. You know, I started with another medium knife, and that's the knife that got away. You'll see that. But instead, I needed to carry my new knife. This is a new knife. Go check out the knife of the day about, I don't know, 3-4 days ago. This is the brand new Spyderco Chaparral. It's Raffir. I'm calling it Raffir. 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 The Chaparral is just one of my favorite series. This now is the 5th knife. Spyderco is going to actually release a 6th knife, and that knife will have, I believe it has G10 scales. And that's what makes the difference. It's like the Sage series, except they're real small gentleman folders, a lot smaller. All of the knives have the same profile. The leaf shape blade, which is just really nice. 2.8 inch blade with that 2.3 inch edge. Wonderful forward choil. You guys know I love my 50-50 choil. In this case, unlike with the Sage series has the same profile, but a different lock for each knife because the Sage series recognize the wise knife makers who have created these great locks. All of the Chaparral series has a strong back lock. The difference is the scales. And they have a lot of different scales. This is a new scale that Spyderco, first time Spyderco has tried this scale. Again, with all Chaparrals, you have the deep carry clip, just like the Sage. It's just a real nice series of gentleman folders. I love gentleman folders, and this is really nice. Now, this material is like a composite material. It feels kind of soft. And what they do is they take these layers of this mesh, these wire mesh, and they're different colors. You see that gold and all of those different colors, and they have layers of it, and you can actually, and then they cover it with this see-through material, epoxy, and so you know you have this smooth on the outside. It's not real hard, smooth on the outside, but you can actually look through. This iPhone is not going to give you great coverage, but believe me when I tell you, you can see through all these colors and everything, and you can see the skeletonized steel liners. You can see the lock and everything. It's see-through. It's just a wonderful color with these greens and golds, just really nice. I really like the Chaparral. I think it's one of those knives that people don't pay a lot of attention to. CTS XHP steel, great carpenter steel, only 2.5 ounces. Man, it feels great in the hand. can take care of much, most of what you have to do day to day. I mean, this is enough knife. I admit I like smaller knives, but this is really a nice knife. It's the Chaparral Raffir, Raffir. It's the brand new one. The Chaparral series, I think one of the things that holds it back, they've released a number of titanium and iodized titanium scales and titanium scales with this raised pattern, which really has added to the cost. I have the whole set. I love it. You'll see it on that knife of the day at the end. I show you the whole set, but let me just tell you, I love the fact that this is under 150. The last knife in the series was over 250. So it's a really nice knife for the price. And then my large knife, man, every time I look at my Umnumzaans, I have 3 of them. I don't know. You guys tell me. I get it. I know what an Umnumzaan is. I love the Umnumzaan. It's the boss. It's a big knife. It's just a wonderful knife. But I'll tell you, and this is the plain Jane version, except, and you could tell by the special lanyard, it has a Tanto blade. I don't know why you only have to have titanium Umnumzaans. I'd love to see some of the inlays and some of the other things that you do with the Sabenzas, you do with the Nkosis. I would love to see you do with the, Menundis. I'd love to see something done more with these. I have 3 of them. I have the plain Jane with the regular blade, and I have, of course, this Tanto blade, and I have the StarTac, the Umnumzaan's version of the Starbenza. I don't know if they have any others, but I'd love to see them play around with these blades in single blade. Wouldn't that be nice? But I really love my Tanto blade. I got mine from True North Knives. Whenever you see a Tanto blade, no. Let's see. I only have one Tanto blade that isn't from True North Knives, and that's because True North Knives had the exclusivity over all of the Chris Reeve Tanto blades. All of them. If you had to get a Tanto blade, it needed to go through True North Knives, which is great. They're a great site. They're still a great site. I buy knives from there. However, the one knife that I just bought recently was a knifeart.com, carbon fiber, or was it? Isn't this crazy how I'm blanking out? Knifeart.com carbon fiber Tanto Sabenza. Couldn't have done that before because the carbon fiber is exclusive to knifeart.com. The carbon fiber inlay is exclusive to Blade HQ. And the Tanto blade was exclusive to True North Knives. Now that anyone can sell the Tanto blade Chris Reeve knives, now we have these special possibilities for combinations like the carbon fiber with the Tanto blade. But I love my Umnumzaan. I wish there were more variations. Every time I show an Umnumzaan, I get great comments from people who love their Umnumzaans too. And this with that variation of the Tanto blade, S35V in steel, 3.7-inch blade. Of course, everything else is what you come to expect from a handle. It's basically plain Jane handle. But when you get a Tanto blade, you get a special lanyard as well. Just a real nice knife. And then the knife that got away was the medium knife. I hadn't carried one of my natives in a long time, and I have a lot of them. And so I was thinking about carrying this special. It's not blurple because it's not G10. It's that dark dark blue FRN production knife that has S110V steel. I'm so happy Spyderco did that. I have a number of sprint run knives with S110V steel. They were limited edition, but now they're releasing a whole bunch of knives in S110V, which I love. I'm talking about super steel. And let me just say, the reason this was on my mind and I pulled it out is that Spyderco just came out with their mid-year catalog, and man, they have like 5 different variations on the Para 3, that 3-inch paramilitary knife, the new one. And one of the, man, they have it in all kinds of blade steels. And one of them, guess what? S110V steel. I can't wait to get that. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of great knives in that mid-year catalog, but man, they released so many. I knew they were going to have variations. I just didn't know they would have them so soon. But that was on my mind when I wanted to carry my Native. Of course, the Native is just perfect. Just under 3-inch blade, 2.95 inches, that great forward choil, and of course, S110V steel. And when you're talking about that strong backlog, but when you're talking about FRN scales, that fiberglass reinforced nylon, you're talking about a lighter knife. This is only 3.5 ounces. It's only, 1 ounce heavier than this one. But I went with the smaller knife, my newer knife, the Chaparral. That's the carry. That's where we are, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of your family. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, thumb it up, share it, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I talked about all those new knives. Can't wait till they come out. When they do, of course, there'll be a video here on this channel. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.